Raday, Leavy.
What up, world? This is Raday here. Thank you for tuning into this edition of Raday's Rants. What I'm going to talk about today is gang mentality. But now, you think I'm going to talk about the Bloods and the Crips and shooting motherfuckers and stuff like that, but that's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is basic human nature. What is the gang mentality? The gang mentality is simply us versus them. Simple, us versus them. Now, it's natural for people to join gangs. And when I say that in a sense because everybody joins a gang. Everybody has a clique, a clan, a club, a something. It's just, I've said this before, I'm going to say it again. People like them. That's just the way it goes. There's people that'll say, it's that way because when we were, as humans, when we were in caves, we had to bond with other people and, we had to bond with people like us in order to survive, and that's just kind of the way it grew up. I don't know if that's necessarily the case, but I do know that that is the way it is. So when we see gangs, when we see these people, one's wearing red, one's wearing blue, and they look just like each other, and they shoot each other, blah, 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 blah. Right? That's just that gang mentality that's been built up in the brain, but for what it's worth, like I say, everybody's a part of a gang. Everybody has that gang mentality, right? That's why when we watch the Olympics, we cheer for our country, right? We go for, if it's the U.S. versus some random like Croatia or something like that, we go for U.S. because, we feel, we just have this thing within our brains that we just have to pick a side, right? That's why there's a lot of, even we look politically, you either got to be Democrat or Republican. Oh, well, I'm a libertarian. Get the fuck out of here. No, you're not, right? Or, I'm an independent. Get the fuck out of here. When it comes time to vote, you're the voting one way or another. Most people that are independents are independent. I'm in the middle of the road, but I'm leaning this way. Or I'm leaning that way, right? So, cut the bullshit, right? You are still part of a gang, regardless of who you are. But you want to know the biggest thing? You want to know the biggest gangs in the world? Sports. Sports fans. You sports fans, me included, right? Biggest gang mentality in the world. It's like the only thing where other people go and do the fighting and the work, and you just kind of, I'll say, reap the benefits, right? You look at sports fans and you say, that's what it is. It's my team versus your team, right? And these fans, y'all will argue forever. Like, y'all will argue to the death, right? It's not your team, right? It's not, you don't own it. You don't play for it. Some of y'all have never even been to a live game, period. Talking about, this is my team. Understand, it's not. It's just that gang mentality that you build up in your head. And for what it's worth, is a good thing, is a bad thing? Like I say, it all depends, right? Most things in life, it just all depends, right? Like, if, let's say, like regular gangs, right? Bad stuff. Well, even then, when you look at gangs back in the day, it's because, the reason why gangs are formed, if you want to say in the United States particularly, gangs were formed because, the U.S. government was either unable or unwilling, or in some cases actually, unable or unwilling to protect our communities, or assist our communities or whatever as black people. And and in many cases they were the ones that were perpetrating what was going on in our community. So we took it upon ourselves to create a gang, and that's what it is. And now we look nowadays, now it's just niggas killing niggas. That's what it is. I mean, I'm killing you. You can be my cousin, and I wear red, you wear blue. I'm gonna kill you just because of what you wear, right? But but for what it's worth, it could be it could be a good thing. Just like when we look at sports, it's a great way to bring people together, right? I mean, it's a great way. Like Super Bowl time comes, everybody comes around, and we're all a gang, and we're all, go Patriots, or go Giants, or go, I'm not going to say Raiders, catch me in another 10 years with that one, but, for what it's worth, that's what it is. It's just natural. One more thing. Nah, I'll cover that in another video. So, for what it's worth, that's the gang mentality. That's what it is. People like to stick together. People like to be part of a group or a clan, or not the clan, but you know what I'm saying. And with that, I will get at you later. Oh, a little bit of housekeeping. Raday Leavy at my Twitter name and Facebook and everywhere at RadayLeavy.com. And with that, I'm out.